curious, as an operation that imports a bunch of stuff, and I know you make things domestically as well, but how are you handling the increased timelines, the additional costs, and the unpredictability of everything? Those are like the three kind of things that I'm seeing that I'm struggling with. How are you dealing with those three things specifically?
Yeah. So if you kind of break them down, right, you order stuff, it's going to take a lot longer to get here. And it's going to be more expensive to get it here. And it's going to be unpredictable when it arrives. So if you kind of break those down, right, we'll take the simplest one, cost. So, kind of anecdotally, I've been talking to folks, and, a container from Shenzhen to, West Coast used to be $4,000 ish. I've heard of people paying $25,000.
We just got a $28,000 quote for our latest container.
It's crazy. The highest I heard was $42,000.
I heard something the other day. I don't know if it was you telling me this or someone else, but there's like a black market now where people are like bidding behind the scenes, like extra. Someone had told me like that Home Depot had like offered like $5,000 extra to like behind the scenes to bring a container. It wasn't you. I actually remember who I was talking about this now. Our shipping guy was like, yeah, we're getting like crazy offers to just like boot someone else out of their booking slot, their sailing date. It's like
bribes is the word you're looking for.
That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, I was trying to think of a nicer way to put it, but yeah. But the costs are crazy. Let's just use the 25K number that you're using. I didn't mean to throw you off track there, but it's. I'm still trying to get my head around it. I mean, it's something that we just never have experienced, right?
Yep. I mean, so that's the first thing, right? Your costs are up. You only have two choices. Choice one, eat it. Choice two, raise prices. Right? I mean, I mean, that seems obvious, but sometimes people got to hear someone say it. Like those are your two choices.
We've pretty much across the board been eating it. We tried to raise prices. It depending on the niche that you're in. Some things we were successfully able to get it to stick. We raised prices, no problem, and then we were surprised like how non-price sensitive some of our products were. I think we learned a lesson that we should have learned a long time ago, or we should have at least tried a long time ago of just. Let's keep on trying until we meet resistance and see what happens. But we have other products where we raise it like a dime or a nickel, and it's just like price or the sales action just craters. So for the most part, we've been eating a lot of it. I'm curious what's been happening on your end. Have you been able to inch prices for it or not?
We have raised prices across the board. I mean, you guys have. Everybody's reading the headlines. Inflation. The Fed's printing all this money. It's crazy. Well, guess what? You as a business, like this is how inflation happens. Like the cost of your inputs go up. Yeah. Like time to participate in inflation. Keep on passing it down the chain, right? Your inputs go up. You raise the price of your outputs. That's what your supplier did to you. Their inputs went up, and so they raised the price of their outputs. Yeah, you got to do the same thing. It's inflation. You got to get on the merry-go-round.
And so when you raised prices on across the board, did you see any pushback from customers? Did you see sales dip at that moment, or did you just keep chugging right along right where you're at?
We kept chugging right along, to be honest. I mean, we're lucky that we have kind of strong branded products and have invested a lot of money in advertising and marketing and picked spots in the market where we have those things. So we do have a little bit of pricing power. I'm sure there's a limit to it, right? Yeah. But I do think customers are starting to get the idea that, hey, stuff's more expensive, I'm starting to notice. It's not just that this one business is screwing me.
Yeah. So it's definitely across the board. And I mean, a different conversation for another day. I'd love to pick your brain on this as well.